old countries, particularly the developing world, where might have more solar and more wind, is the cost of financing. I will just end by saying that we hosted COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh in Egypt, and these topics were discussed in detail. And one of the key topics, and maybe I can come to that later, is financing. That is a key element in order to move the transition.
Aziz değerli dostlar, biz Davos İqtisadi Forumda
What is your response to this
enerjinde geçen bir neçə tədbirində iştirak etmişik. Hazırda enerji məsələləri müzakirə olunur və ənəvi enerjidən
is causing Europe to think about its own energy future and how can it be more autonomous. And since Europe's resources are mostly on the renewable domain, it wouldn't be able to develop a lot of oil and gas itself. In Europe, clearly there's an acceleration of not just thinking and target setting, but also policy implementation investment in creating more European clean energy in Europe than probably was planned before. And the Inflation Reduction Act in the US is an immediate response to the current crisis and a very significant step forward in causing renewable investment to be made. So I think near term it has created some responses that are constructive for the energy transition. Long term, the concern would be that it is very much a global problem, as everybody knows. And to resolve it, it requires a degree of global coordination and trust. That in a more fragmented world that we are facing now, there's less of it. And so if you think 10, 20 years, how is the West going to work together with the South, with China, and recreate an environment of trust and cooperation?
Yeni çağrışlara cevabı birlikte necə verəcək bu məsələləri Azərbaycan dövlət başçısı İlham Əliyev də iki tərəfli görüşlər keçirir. Çox güman ki, burada yanvarın 19-na kimi olacaq və İlham Əliyev sözünün
what the Chinese are doing, look at what the Americans are doing, the response of the rest of the world. Lauren, could I continue with the same question? I actually agree with what Martin said, but I'll just add to it. I think some good things that have come out of it is that it has brought the energy transition and the energy concerns to more people than it had ever before, because everybody's been hit with higher energy prices. Maybe some of the downside of that is some people have been hit harder than others, and many of those are maybe unknown to most people. For example, in the United States, people have been complaining about $6 a gallon for gas. And sorry, we use non-metric units. But in comparison, there was also in Alaska, there are rural communities there. And Alaska joined the United States after the roads were all built. So they don't really have roads. They're isolated. Everything has to be flown in. And as a result, the fuel cost is much higher, $17 a gallon. And they have to choose between food and fuel. And so this is, while this is domestic, this kind of similar crisis has happened everywhere else too. And maybe another sort of downside I've seen is, so Europe has rushed to diversify its energy sources. And so they've been cursed because they can no longer get gas from Russia. And in doing so, they've done things like, for example, purchase liquid natural gas LNG at a premium from places like Pakistan. But this has left Pakistan, now you probably know about the floods that have happened there. They're not just in a crisis of flooding, they're now in a crisis of they don't have energy to power their country because it's being bought up at higher rates by Europe. And so in this fragmented world, like Martin was saying, I think it's going to be more imperative that we foster collaborations, but also thinking about who may be leaving behind. Thank you. And Men, I'd like to turn to you and ask you for your response.
Thank you very much. I'm going to answer it in German, so
from this perspective.
Take the headphones. Lokal habe ich das Gefühl, dass die Energiewende stark beschleunigt wurde. Merken wir, dass Investoren und private Anleger, die wollen sehr viel erneuerbare Energie zubauen. Wir haben sehr viele Photovoltaikprojekte, wir haben erneuerbare Heizungsprojekte, die Leute wollen das bauen, also es ist eine klare Beschleunigung. Gleichzeitig merken wir aber, dass es an Materialien fehlt und dass es an Fachkräften eigentlich fehlt. Also wir haben beispielsweise bei Photovoltaikanlagen
Sağlam bir
wegfällt,
şey.
bis zu ein Jahr
Gecesi.
Lieferverzögerungen, die
Yavaş yavaş.
Materialien können nicht geliefert werden.
Mehman da buradan.
Wärmepumpen
Değil mi Mehman?
im Jahr, bis wir überhaupt in der Schweiz sind. Und das führt dazu, dass Investoren in letzter Minute nochmal abspringen wollen und dann vielleicht trotzdem nicht irgendwie zubauen, was dringend nötig ist.
Canlı.
Ich glaube, die Krise hat zwei Dinge klar verdeutlicht. Das erste ist, dass
Azerbaycan
Versorgungssicherheit im Energiebereich etwas vom
hemkarlarımızı
Wichtigsten
diliyordu.
ist.
Mirşahin Bey,
Solange wir das nicht gelöst haben,
Sabik
sind
ailesi
Klimaschutzdebatten und Naturschutzdebatten immer
rehberlerinden biri
zweitrangig. Wir sehen jetzt,
halihazırda
dass
Real
wieder
TV'de
Kohle verstromt wird
çalışıyor.
beispielsweise in Europa. Oder dass man Gaskraftwerke baut in Europa. Die ganzen Gesetze oder sagen wir mal die Entscheidungen, die Energiewende voranzutreiben, sind schon sehr alt. Wir haben schon vor langer Zeit gesagt, wir wollen einen Atomausstieg beispielsweise schrittweise. Die Klimaziele sind schon lange definiert, aber mit dem Zubau hat man sehr lange gewartet und jetzt sind wir in dieser Situation drin. Wir haben zu wenig Energie und dann ist der Klimaschutz direkt eigentlich zweitrangig. Das Zweite, was die Krisen gezeigt haben,
Burada
ist sehr starke
soruşurlar ki
Abhängigkeit von
tamaşaçılar
einzelnen
İlham
Ländern.
Aliyev
Das wäre ressourcenseitig ist das klar. Öl und Gas sind wir extrem einseitig abhängig von einzelnen Ländern. Aber auch bei den
Open
Lieferketten
Forum devam
haben
ediyor
wir
diyoruz
große
işte
Probleme. Also
değerli
das ist ein
dostlar.
großes Klumpenrisiko für die Energiewende. Wir sind so stark abhängig von einzelnen
Mehman
Ländern, wenn
burada
das
da Mirşahin Bey
Materialien nicht
diyor
kommen,
burada.
dann werden wir
Azerbaycan.
ausgebremst. Aber ich denke, es ist auch eine große Chance, die wir irgendwie packen müssen. Oder?
Burada
Dass wir
Azerbaycan
irgendwie
jurnalistleri
die
de var.
Wertschöpfung wieder mehr nach Europa
Bilmiyorum
holen,
internet
beispielsweise.
necədir,
Wir müssen
amma
Europa wieder mehr
hələlik
selber produzieren. Wir
bu
müssen
qədər.
das Risiko diversifizieren. Wir müssen selber